Hey, it's Jen here. I'm doing a reading by sign for the week beginning August 8th. Thanks for joining me. So, we're just going to start with Aries. And I started shuffling before, and I realized I don't have the camera going. Whoops. So, Aries stuff, oops. Using that for a different reading. Sorry. Anyway, cards just started coming out for Aries. So, and there, yours are coming out fast. What do we have on the bottom here? Yeah, there's something, you're like ready to get going. I felt the impatience, I guess I would say. And I think fire signs in general are impatient. I'm a Sag, but I feel like Aries as a cardinal sign is next in line in impatience, or maybe the front of the line, because they're a cardinal fire sign. They just want to go. Let's go. Let's make it happen. Now this is a sword, an air sign, so it could be a Virgo, a Gemini, or an Aquarius. So why can I never get this right? So it must be that Gemini is the fixed air sign. So it probably, Aquarius. So it probably wouldn't be Aquarius. It'd more likely to be Libra or Gemini. But this is a change in thinking if it's not a person. This is messages coming through, contracts coming through, but most of all, the knights signify change because there's so much energy in the suit that they're in. So there's lots of mental energy going towards something this week. Here we go, justice. So Libra is declaring itself. I'm gonna, just for sake of time, more air. Wow, look at that. My Vermont accent really came out there. Look at that. Look at that. I can't even do a Vermont accent. Just listen to how I normally talk, and that's it. Look at that, dude. That would be something you'd hear in Vermont. Justice, balance, Libra, karma, decisions, Eight of Swords, denial, feeling trapped, feeling bound to something. So I definitely see a legal decision coming in, and it's almost like he's coming in and cutting away. I just imagine her being like tied there, even though she's not. That's the lesson of the Eight of Swords. You're not trapped there. There's space for her to walk out. She is not chained to anything. But I just imagine him coming in and cutting her free, metaphorically, I guess. So I see a legal matter coming to this happened to me. Just, it frees you, it ends things. Maybe this has been dragged out for a long time. That's over. There's also, so this could be divorce, this could be getting legally married. Or maybe you were waiting to tell someone or keeping it on the down low. I know people don't say that anymore, but because maybe someone was going through a divorce, you didn't want to. That came up for someone in the September readings. Didn't want to, muddy the waters or give any more fuel to the fire of that. Because everything was so heightened. But I feel like whatever this change, this decision, this information, that's coming through, it balances things out. And mentally, something about it, and maybe this is just a change in your own thinking, and your thinking being more balanced and having more of objectivity. So maybe you're far enough away from something that you can think of it and look at it from different perspectives and look at it for different, almost like different categories. Okay, emotionally, how did that feel? Mentally, how, what was my thought process? Tangibly, is that a word? What was the outcome? You know what I mean? You can almost analyze it as once removed from it, and you're able to sort of let go of maybe some guilt or shame or um, uh, residual like anger or bitterness, or and be able to say, well, okay, carrying around this resentment, that's the word I was trying to find. Carrying around this resentment isn't helping, isn't doing any good. I need to learn the lesson and move forward. Maybe somehow it was spilling into your new relationships. You realize you've been creating a pattern because of someone cheated on you before, and then maybe a relationship ended because you were um, um, too jealous, too sorry. Yeah, like so worried about them cheating that they were like, this is ridiculous. I'm not cheating. I'm sick of being accused of cheating, or you know what I'm saying, like the trust. It's, yeah, really, it comes down to trust and letting go. But there's definitely could be love coming in, and this person would balance you out. You balance each other out. Um, this is, the biggest love card in the deck. Probably this Ace of Cups, and maybe the Lovers, but the Lovers I don't even see as that much of a love card. In some ways, it's weird. Or you could hear news of someone getting together. Um, you could hear news of someone getting divorced or getting married. Some sort of legal contract, something. You may be released, and I don't mean being fired or anything. I'm like, somehow you're able to, could be your gym membership. It could be your phone plan. Like, it doesn't have to be something huge, but your cable plan, your, could be anything. Maybe you told, when you went to work somewhere, you signed in your offer letter that you would stay for 2 years, and it's finally your 2 years, and you can, go somewhere else, something like that. Okay, I don't want these to be so long. We're going to go into the sign of Taurus. I have to say, probably no one's listening to this rambling, which is fine. This is a really readable, good deck of cards. I resonate with it. I've always liked this deck. Mystic Dreamer. Okay, we're going to start with Taurus, so it's 8:45. Hey there, Taurus, it's Jen. We're going to pull a few cards for your sign for the week of August 30th. Thanks for joining me, Taurus. How's Taurus doing? So we're in Virgo season. That's got to be, we got all your cards. You're a very efficient, Taurus. All your cards coming out at once. Are you getting organized, decluttering? I hear getting your shit together. I don't know. It's like I think once Taurus makes a decision, it's like game on, because you deliberate. Being, the fixed of the fixed signs, you're not just going to do something because everyone's like, you're not going to get sucked up in trends. Well, it's weird. Taurus, I mean, you tend to be good looking. You tend to be, care about your appearance, how your surroundings, things like that. You tend to be more artistic or capable of, you know, crafting things with your hand or your mind, like organically from you developing things. Like you have this almost magical ability to make things that are beautiful in their own right. Um, but at the same time, there's a bit of contrarian nature, and you also feel very confident in what you think is right. And you're not, so if you like a trend, maybe, but you tend to be a trendsetter. Whew, that's what I want to say. Oh, yeah, that took a long time. And it actually does go with this Ace of Wands at the bottom over there. This is it's a very phallic, passionate symbol, and it looks particularly phallic in this card, but it's an entrepreneurial energy. It's inspiration, it's passion, it's a download of creativity. It's, it's the spark that ignites the fire. So you could be getting your mojo back. You could be getting excited about something. This could be an idea that sometimes you have all these ideas, but you can't, I don't know, they don't really land. You don't really know what you can do with them. But for whatever reason, this idea, you start putting pen to paper and writing that book. You start creating that art. You start that business. You know what I'm saying? It's this, for some reason, this is something you can run with, you feel like. Five of Pentacles, feeling left out in the cold, feeling lack. I don't know why, because look at this King of Pentacles and the Fool. I love how these two Earth cards. There was some sort of fear of financial instability. There's some sort of risk you're taking or idea. This really feels like you're making some sort of major change. Starting your own business really comes through. Something that requires a leap of faith, something that you can't predict how it's going to go. It could truly go either way. Like, there's no guarantee here, but the King of Pentacles is sitting here very, very secure, very solid, very sure, very much the opposite of this Five of Pentacles. So maybe you're like, oh, this is the choice, I guess. This could, make things financially hard, or I could still feel like I'm living paycheck to paycheck, or this could set me up for something really big and sustainable. So taking a leap of faith on your creativity, taking action on, on something that's really, you're enthusiastic about it, you're excited about it, you feel like it feeds your creativity, you're really motivated towards it. It could be I'm just thinking on the love front. So I would say on the work front, you've applied for a job, you want to start your own business, something about taking that leap of faith, changing companies, doing, something about it. You're like, maybe, I don't know. It seems risky, but I think it will be much more in line and you'll be much happier at it. For love, because this Ace of Wands could be meeting someone and you're instantly like, holy shit, I'm attracted to that person. There's just a connection, almost an instant connection there. Something about it, I don't know why it feels like you're taking a leap of faith. I can't imagine what that would be. maybe it's just the person's a different, oh, okay, here's what I'm getting. It's, you may kind of know that this is the one, and maybe you're like, shit, am I really ready to be tied down? But you can't even resist it that's them, because you can't resist that you can't resist it, meaning leaning into the relationship. Yes, okay. Boy, I hear my Vermont accent today. I really feel like that is hitting for someone. Um, yeah, this could be it. This could be the long-standing, no longer the bachelor, being on your own, and you're going to end up having potentially children and grandchildren and everything, maybe that you said you had yourself sort of convinced wasn't necessary. Kind of like George. I always bring up George Clooney. Like, I have no idea why, but you know, he just waited till he found the right person, and then now he has twins and all that stuff in his almost 60s. I don't know how old he is. All right, so let's move on to Gemini. I think that was a weird place to go and end it. Gemini. Okay, what time is it? What time is it? 16. Gemini, how are you guys? Reading for the week of August 30th. I'm going to shuffle. Whoops. I see the 10 of Pentacles popping out there. And the 2 of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. Like, you know what? Fine. Like, I couldn't get it back in the deck. So that's a nice card. Someone just had that. I'm finishing up the September readings. I think it was Virgo. I don't know if there's a Virgo connection, because we will be going into September. Oh shit, I gotta get those readings up. Gemini. Many families, many generations, inheritance, wealth, assets, richness, as in, you can have a rich dessert. Doesn't mean it's necessarily, millions of dollars or something. There's legacy here. There's almost, you could have a visitation from a past loved one. If you feel like a grandparent or something, believe that. You'll know if you're dreaming and it's a visitation. I've had it happen at least twice, maybe. I think grandma's visited me a couple times. You just, all of a sudden, you sort of are in your dream, but you wake up and I don't know, you all of a sudden, I guess it's like lucid dreaming, but you're like, no, this person's, or I had a pet. Okay, now I really feel like I'm crazy in case you didn't have that. I had a pet, 2 pets. Now that I'm thinking about it, I've had maybe a handful of times, but you just, instead of in a dream, you're kind of in it, but you're also kind of watching it. This is all of a sudden like you're interacting with this, like they get your attention and you're interacting with this spirit. I don't know. Okay. Oh, how many people clicked off? Bottom of the deck, strength, vulnerability. This is not brute strength. This is asking for help if you need help. It's knowing you can even if you're struggling, you'll be able to get through that. You'll be okay, and you just taking it one day at a time. It's doing something that you know is good for you or is nerve-wracking for you, but knowing that it's good for you in the long run. So maybe giving a presentation at work, like that is scary to you, but it's something you have to do every once in a while, and it helps elevate your career. You may need to get up. So I know a lot of people are, I'm sorry if this is the case, having services for people who passed in the last few years because of COVID, couple years, year and a half, I guess, since COVID, because they weren't able to hold gatherings like that. So maybe you will get up and speak. That would be for, just a person, maybe. Speaking, could be speaking at a wedding. This is a multi-generational, so going home, seeing your parents, adding to the generations. So you or someone adding to a grandchild, a great grandchild, whatever that is. But there's also sustainability. So something about this thing that feels a little risky to you. Maybe it's applying for a job. I mean, it really could be anything that for some reason you're like, oh, your ego is giving you have anxiety about it. Maybe because for some of you with the Five of Cups over here and the Three of Cups, some of you, it could be putting yourself out there after a marriage or a relationship. Oh, it's my mom. I live next door to my parents, and my mom has a fully electric car. And whenever it backs up, it makes like, oh, like this. Sorry, I can't sing this sound like they use for angels. You know that like. So I just hear, I'm like, what is that noise? But it's my mom's car. It's not angels. I'm not that wacko. Um, Getting Three of Cups is getting out there, getting back out there. You could be, you actually, I'm getting this for some people. You could be going to some sort of event that would have family there, as opposed to necessarily like a friend's birthday party. But there also could be going. Actually, could be both. This is getting out there, networking. If you get an invitation, go. Even if you don't feel like going, and you could not go, and it wouldn't be like, I can't believe they're not going. Um, Baby people, hey, we're getting together for drinks after work if you want to come. And like, you totally could say no, and it would be of no consequence. And maybe that's sort of your default, is to say no to those things. I would say go, because there's usually something. Oh, it's raining out. It's really nice. There's usually something about that event, and you will look back, and it could be you meet the person that you start your family with and have grandkids and build this um, this family legacy. Something that you would look back and be like, if I had never, if I had, you'll remember that event too, because even if if I hadn't gone out after work, I would have never met this person. Or, and even if that, let's say we'll use love interest, maybe you met a friend or a sister or a parent or a, whatever, that somehow they then introduce you to someone else. Maybe you're talking about date. Actually, this was funny. I was getting my second shingles shot vaccine, which made my arm very sore. I probably should have worked out after, but. And the LNA who gave it to me was just so friendly, and we're very close to age. And she was saying how her husband cooks and cleans and packs her lunch and cleans the house and does all these things. And I was like, does he have a brother? And she was like, actually, but he lives in Southern California. But it could be where it was like, yeah, and he's single. It was a joke, but it could be something like that then actually leads to something else. Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is sort of hanging me up because there are all these beautiful cards. okay, if this is getting out there again, dating, things like that, but could be anything. I just got if you're maybe you've been trying to have a baby, like there's something about it that it's like, oh, doing this could set me up for a disappointing outcome. Okay. And so I'm not a medical doctor. So, but I'm just, that just popped into my brain. But we'll say keep with the romance theme. So, with this being bookend, it's like you have to be strong. And she's looking actually right over here. Oh, and she's like looking back, kind of over her shoulder. It's like you can do it. You can do it. But it's almost calling her back to these full cups behind her. You know, look at those full cups. There's still tons of um, cups here, and even going out with you get three more. You make up the five cups with these two cards together. The two full ones here and the three they're bringing makes five. So those three spilled cups will be full again. You're just not looking at them, and you just need to have the gumption and the strength to put yourself out there again, and they will be filled. All right, I like that, Gemini. We're gonna go on to Cancer. Sort of an abrupt ending. Oops. Tuesday switch. All right, Cancer. Cancer, Tuesday, well, you don't need to know the whole backstory, but I just heard Tuesday. I just started singing this little thing with Tuesday in it. So I don't know if Tuesday will be significant for you this week. But let's just turn them over. Okay, so Gemini just had this in this position. Four of Cups. Lots of water signs recently. Or for Gemini and you, I guess I would say. Seven of Pentacles. Wheel. You're getting an extra card. What's the bottom of the deck? King of Swords. So you may be consulting or in the back of your mind as you go through the week and make decisions and are thinking about something. There could be a mature air sign in your life whose advice you're heeding, wisdom you're heeding, or model, or how do I want to say it? Yeah. So this Gemini, Libra, Aquarian energy, it's an influence. It's an influence this week. So you have this Four of Cups right smack in the middle. So what's going on with that? This is knowing you need to change and you want to change, but you've somehow either resigned yourself or can't really figure out exactly what to do, that you're missing this opportunity coming in. So if someone says, hey, they're looking for people where I work, or maybe someone asks you out, or hey, my cousin's single and ready to start dating or something. I think you guys might hit it off. I don't know. I think you need to be a little more open, is what it's saying. The Four of Cups, you've just gotten kind of numb to something. Could be work. I feel like it's maybe work. But you've been biding your time. We have the Seven of Pentacles. So that's, I don't know, it's like everything's running smoothly, everything's in order, everything's pretty good, pretty steady. And even with all of that, there's something off. There's something that you don't quite want. Maybe something about this King of Swords is, it's like he may be a good example and have good advice, but it doesn't mean you'll disappoint him. Just because someone gives you advice doesn't mean you have to follow that advice. Counsel is counsel. It's not them telling you what to do or making a decision. And sometimes, definitely, the King of Swords can come across that way. And they can even be. I mean, they are the judges of the tarot deck, the lawyers, but the more the judges, as and the decision makers, and they look at the facts. But so maybe there's some sort of struggle with that. Three of Cups is seeing friends, going out with friends, networking. Again, if you are out with friends and someone says something like what I was talking about before, you give it a good, really think about it. Really think about it, because it could change your fortune in the long. It could change the whole trajectory of your life. And I think, whoops, okay, I was afraid you couldn't see this Wheel of Fortune over here. You have the Wheel of Fortune. This points to Sagittarian energy, Jupiter energy. I don't know what's going on with Jupiter in your sign, Leo, Cancer. And I almost said Leo, so it could be something that started or really was discussed back in Leo time, which is right after you, Cancer. Looks like you've been maybe saving money, or you want to be able to save money, or maybe something about a move you want to make will save money. Saving money is definitely on your mind. So like if you get a roommate or something, that will give you more money. And you're trying to figure out how to best put that money to use. Maybe it would allow you to change jobs or something, to do something more more along the lines of what you want to do. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like you have a lot of thoughts going on, and this will be a week of really thinking about things. Patience. I feel like nothing's going to be. I almost feel like you have to wait right to the end of the week, and then something changes, or a decision is made, or you figure something out, or whatever, or the fruit is ripe. It's like an avocado. It's gonna be not ripe and then rotten. Like you're just like waiting for it to be right, perfect, ripe for the taking. Is that okay? So let's just leave it there. Okay, Leo, what's going on with Leo? Leo, I love reading for Leo. It always cracks me up. You guys are so awesome. Leo, how are you guys? Ooh, this is going to be a long-ass reading. Maybe I'll have to break it up. I think I will. Leo, August 30th. I don't really know what's going on astrologically because I didn't look. So that's why there are astrologers on YouTube. But for tarot cards, let's look at the sign of Leo. Be patient. I'm getting there. Someone can post. That's too many cards. Now let's look at all of them. Someone can post the date, the time the reading actually started. Just got like one extra card. I'm getting for you, I got this for Cancer as well, Tuesday. So it could be a message. We have the Page of Wands as your extra card. Actually, I'm going to turn them over. I don't know why I'm... Conflict. Drawing a line in the sand. Someone not taking... Putting your foot down, not taking someone's shit. Another 5. So I don't know if there are a lot of squares going on in astrology. Leo. For you, 4 of Cups. What's going on? 7 of Cups. Okay, for some, this may be for one person. There could be, I don't know, if you're in one of those relationships where you get together and then break up and then get, like, there's a lot of drama. There's a lot of ups and downs and ups and downs and ups and downs. And one of those times is going to happen this week, or you're, still going through it this week. I feel like you're trying to make a decision because I feel like you understand this is not working. I mean, it could be a work thing where work is always stressful and tense and no one listens and it's just a toxic environment. Unfortunately, that totally happens. And something about it, it doesn't mean it was something big, but it could just be like the third time, or just you're like, this is all I'm ever going to hear. Maybe if they've been given you more responsibilities and said they're going to increase your pay. This has happened to me 3 times, by the way. And the only thing I could end up doing is leaving because they were never going to come through and even apologize to me, like, every time I left. And it's just like, well, so you could be like, this is bullshit, because this is definitely the Page of Wands, a new messages about a new job coming in, a new opportunity. So if you may be like, this time I'm putting my resume, like the writing's on the wall. This is not going to change, and so I'm going to move on. Just be careful that you're open to opportunities, because the 4 of Cups can often show that, and the 5 of Pentacles too. Both of these cards show not seeing sort of an opportunity right in front of you, or because you're just kind of so focused on, a somewhat, it's just really consuming whatever it is going on, consuming you, that you're too hyper focused on, that you're missing opportunities. And a little bit of the 7 of Pentacles, this is like, you're not 100% sure maybe where to go or what you do want. Maybe you're like, okay, I know what I don't want, but what do I want? We have this gorgeous 9 of Pentacles, and she is free. Her environment is peaceful, it's grounded, it's calm. It's exactly the way she wants it. And she's built up because she's able, whatever she's doing, it gives her enough. Like, when she goes home, when they go home, don't get hung up on gender. When they go home, they can totally relax. They have the work-life balance. Okay, so for some of you, this is definitely work. And it's not coming home and just being stressed out all the time. So either finding a way to create that separation, but I really think it's more that you're going to leave. So for some of you, that contrast, if you are taking a break or whatever, or if you're like, wait a minute, this is so much, you finally have the realization, like, I've been stuck in this sort of drama cycle, and the excitement you kind of get that first love excitement every time you go back with this person, but it doesn't last because you already have the data. It doesn't work. There's just fundamental differences that it doesn't work. And so you finally realize, no, that doesn't last. It's not going to last. And I'm moving on. So this could be a new love interest coming in, this is a new opportunity though, that you get your mojo back. You get excited about, but it's tempered. It's tempered this time. With that Five of Pentacles and the Four of Cups, you are a little leery. You're much more cautious. You're going to take your time deciding. So I feel like that's where you're at. You're still a little bit in limbo, a little bit trying to figure your next move out, but you know where you want to go. Or even in this moment, you're in this Nine of Pentacles moment because having made the decision that you are moving on in and of itself brings the stress level down because you know it's temporary. Okay. All right, we're going to move on to Virgo. Okay, Virgo. Hey Virgo, this is going to be a long ass video. This is Jen here doing your reading for the week of August 30th. We're just, for the sake of time, let's just turn these things over. Right? Ooh, feeling very Virgo. I'm loving this. You're getting a bonus card. Wow, and what a bonus card. This, pretty sure, just came up in your September reading. Holy moly. There's definitely some sort of... so this could be your birthday. Maybe you're celebrating your birthday. Some sort of... The Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. You have earth and water. Very positive, receptive energies for you. And then this Magician manifesting. So you could hear, this is eerily similar to your September reading. So I'll get those out in the next few days, hopefully. Yeah, it better be, or else it won't be, we'll already be into September. So happily ever after, legacy, families, sustainable relationships. You could definitely meet someone, okay? You could be manifesting the person of your dreams. Go out. If you get invited to some sort of celebration and you could easily decline it. Usually it's like one of those things where it'd be inconsequential if you didn't, inconsequential, did I say that right? If you didn't go. But it's the seeds of either meeting someone, a job opportunity, network opportunity. Something about it has the seeds that will stick with you and make you very happy. In the middle here is just Virgo in all its glory, this beautiful Queen of Pentacles that she's an amazing manager. Just 1 minute, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Virgo. I realized that I needed to take some medication and I just didn't quite have enough. I needed to get some water. Queen of Pentacles, so amazing manager, but she has the quality, and with all this other cups, this emotional, beautiful emotional energy with those 10 of Cups and 3 of Cups, she knows how to make a house a home. You know, they are what family is in its deepest sense, right? With the happily ever after, it's not a heterosexual couple with kids in a house in the suburbs. It's whatever feeds your soul, whatever is right for you. It's very individual. It's different for everyone. So letting go of that, um, this idea of what successful is, what happiness is, that society sort of shows us, that advertisements and social media show us, and what is truly happy for you. I mean, the Queen of Pentacles, she can make a tiny house or a mansion feel homey and welcoming. I've been in some houses that have no soul, they're so sterile, or I don't know, there's just, you know what I mean, a coolness, and she warms and she brings that to all her interactions and relationships, and a stability and a attention to detail, and you can always count on her. She's got it handled. She's she can just handle everything. Now the Magician is really interesting here. So there's this different burst of energy this week, from this really feeling really grounded and really stable and really happy and really, it's like the Three of Cups. You didn't know you needed this connection, this seed that becomes something else. I don't know. It's almost like maybe you'll hear of some entrepreneurial possibility, and it's something you can manifest. It's like something you want to do or would be doing anyway. So when you hear this, you're like, you mean I could be making, I hear my friend's voice, who's a Virgo. I mean, I could be making money at this. Um, and really running with some idea that you're enjoying and you're making money at it, and it's like it's a win-win, some sort of win-win coming in. But the Magician is, you could be manifesting the person of your dreams, the job of your dreams, and again, whatever your dream job, it could be having what you love, being able to sustain, so it doesn't even feel like work. It, whatever. Um, you could be, you could definitely be working from home, a home-based business, absolutely, with these two together. And you'd be your own boss, your own manager. But this could be something that could become one of those family businesses, like Walmart. No, just, jeez, those people have so much money. That, I don't know what to say, Virgo. You win. Like, this is an incredibly beautiful reading. It made me happy just reading it and seeing these cards. So good things coming. Okay, let's move on to Libra. No reason to. That message is pretty clear. Tuesday seems to be a significant day this week for some reason. All right, let's clear. Libra. Hey Libra, how are you? We are doing your reading for the week of August 30th. Oh shit. Okay. Sorry, I just bent my cards. They came out so hard. That sounded wrong. Oh shit, I had something and it just went out of my mind for you guys. It was a very clear message, and then the cards came out when I bent the cards. So maybe I wasn't supposed to say it. Who knows? Okay, well, you have some heavy hitters here. King of Wands, this is fire energy. This is action-oriented energy. This is energy that it's leadership qualities. Whatever you think of Steve Jobs, when you think of him, when he used to get, launch the new Apple products up on stage. He had a very commanding presence, and he had a way um, of getting people excited about, that. So that type of thing, leadership qualities, the maturity of the King of Wands comes from, immature fire signs. Excuse me. They get all excited. It's like pouring gas in a fire. Boom, you get all this excitement. But they can't maintain it. They can't maintain that level of fuel, enthusiasm, whatever. The King of Wands, he takes it down a level, but he can maintain it. He doesn't need that instant gratification. He's able to, it's sustainable. And not only that, the leadership of the King of Wands, these are more mature wand signs, they can keep others around them motivated long after the initial excitement is over. The world shows the culmination and new beginning of a phase of your life. So when we look back on our life, that's when I lived here. That's when I had that job. That's when I was hanging out with those people. That's when I was going to that school. There are all sorts of ways we categorize. And something about this week, will facilitate a change, that type of change. It could be moving, it could be world events that the world is aware of. That's happening all the time, so that's probably not helpful. Right, let's move on from that. The Hierophant, so this is your spirituality. It can be tradition, marriage, religious doctrine, like things that are big corporations, big governments, institution, things that have SOPs and formal board of directors and formal processes you need to go through for everything. And so maybe you're leaving or going towards to. So yeah, you could be. Oh, and I'm just looking at the Three of Wands. Okay, there's kind of to me, a big shift for you could be. So the Three of Wands is getting a higher perspective. Where do you want to go? Where have you been? Where are you now? Where do you want to go? How do you see getting, having that perspective allows you to look for trends and um, are you on your course or you're off your course? What opportunities do you have? Like, you have the opportunity for a new beginning here with the World card. You could be traveling. This could be world travel. Waiting for your ships are coming in. The Three of Wands also. With the Hierophant, you can have a philosophical or spiritual download, insight, change. It's kind of like, wait a minute, life's too fucking short. Why am I doing this? Why not this? Like, why not this? Just because it's not traditional, it doesn't mean it can't happen. It can't be done this way. It can't be. So you may be challenging, whether it's inside yourself, challenging, or could be like, I want to work from home. Why can't I work from home? There's no, challenging institution, those sort of societal constructs that are that we don't even realize how ingrained in us they are. That we just accept them. Yeah, there's just this. I don't know. This is kind of a big week for you, Libra. There's some big things. You may be asked to step up as a leader in some way. You may even need to make a presentation. I feel like you're going to, though, still be taking a philosophical approach to things in a way. I don't know how to explain it. Like, hey, this is a time when the rules don't apply. I don't mean breaking the law. Like, even if you're a manager, maybe someone had something happen in their family. Like, someone fell and broke a hip. Who knows? Whatever. And you're like, but they don't have enough vacation time. You're just like, we'll figure it out. Don't worry about it. You know what I mean? Something like that. Like, it's a rule, but it can be worked around if you're flexible. Like, yeah, it's like being a little flexible. It's not, you don't want to make too many, you know, you make exceptions sometimes for one person, then someone's like, well, why did they get to do it? But like, there's like, no, this is different. This is set apart. This is in a different category, and any rational person can see that. I don't know. Okay, so that's what I'm getting for you guys, Libra. Now we're going to move on to Scorpio. Scorps. I have so much Scorpio in my chart, but I don't feel like a Scorpio. But I think I betcha because it's so close. Probably so much Scorpio in me, I can't see it. I don't know. Scorpio. 56. Scorpio. How are you guys? Thanks for joining me. Let's clear the energy. I do feel like you guys need to clear the energy. I feel like especially if you're, like you need to do an energetic cleansing. Like, I don't know. Opening things up, even if, like just getting air flowing, air circulating. But I think intentionally opening the windows, turning the fan on. If you like, I don't particularly like sage, but incense, or even just taking a piece of paper, opening cabinets and getting, like, there's some stagnant energy, or I think something doing that will energetically sort of refreshen you, clear out some stagnant energy. Knight of Pentacles, an offer. This could be a job offer. This could be any sort of financial offer. It has to do often with where we live, so it could be a loan. A loan if you're buying a house or signing a contract for rent, or definitely a job offer, a change in something tangible where you live. Like when the Knight of Pentacles comes in and you are open to this change, something about your daily routine will change usually, or the way you manage your money, or your health and wealth and well-being. And so if you get a new job, it may be in a different town, or somewhere you may have to move for it, or so you take another route to work, or you get up at a different time, or I don't know. It could be, it's something that someone can usually see, or whether it's you or someone or others. It's sustainable, it's long lasting, it's a solid offer. It's going to relieve some anxiety. So this could definitely be a new job, relieve some financial burdens. Let's go back to the beginning here. This Four of Wands, this celebration, this wedding, this foundation, this milestone in your life, and something about this milestone. So maybe you got a master's degree, or a degree, or maybe you're something about a recent milestone is is allowing for this Knight of Pentacles to come in. And it's going to alleviate. It could be you move in with someone and financially it makes things much easier. That was really stressing you out. So something that was giving you a lot of anxiety with that Ten of Swords, there's some sort of opportunity comes along that relieves that anxiety. The Emperor here it's an Aries energy. The Emperor, it's telling you to be the Emperor in your own life. The Emperor has to make decisions and they can't make everyone happy. And it's kind of like growing up, and trust me, this can happen at any age. And I still struggle with it because I'm so close to my parents. They're still my parents even though I'm an adult. It's like, thank you for your wise counsel. I very much listened to it, but I still am the one that's going to live with the consequences of my choices. And I have to do what I think is right for me. And just because I don't follow your guidance, it doesn't mean I didn't heed your counsel. But I still need to stand in my power and make the decisions that I feel are best for my life. So it's like you may have a job offer and they want to know, usually they do, fairly quickly if you're going to take it or not. Like you may only have a couple days to think about it if you're lucky. But only you know what stresses you out and causes you anxiety. You know what I mean? People, even if people don't always understand a lot of times what's going on in someone else's head and what stresses them out. But you feel strongly that this is not only going to bring long-term stability, but will decrease stress and anxiety, which is incredibly valuable. You know what I mean? So if you seem more relaxed and you're happier, like that's something people will notice, right? Yeah. So I think an opportunity, a very good opportunity coming in. Okay, so that was Scorpio. Nice. Now we're going to Sag. What's going on? Of course, I want to know as a Sag. Sag Sun, Sag Rising, Libra Moon, in case you're curious. I'm always curious what my readers are. Should probably put that in the description. You know what? My favorite artist, my favorite singer, the first time I heard, like the first 3 seconds of his music, I was like, I don't know who this is, but I'm in. Like, I'm all in. And he has the same sun, moon, and rising as I do, I found out. Isn't that crazy? It's like my soul group, I guess. I don't know why I picked that. I usually pick the bottom of the deck last. So this Queen of Swords is going to free us from denial. There's some sort of decision being made. There's some sort of, hey Virgo, I want to take this one too. Ooh, wow. So something about this week for Sagittarians, this Queen of Swords, so this could be a mature air sign. Okay, so I'm getting a couple different things. So one thing I'm seeing is that you felt this could be a divorce being finalized, or something that allowed you to get away from a toxic situation that you felt for some reason that you couldn't get away from, or you're cutting cords or issues from the past. You're coming out of denial about something. And this Queen of Swords, she's squarely like You need to get rid of the resentment and the baggage and stop feeling tied to something else to bring in this beautiful new beginning. Um, so this could be a counselor, this could be a friend that's going to be straight up. So look for your fire sign and sword and air sign friends. Who am I doing, Sag? We'll tell you, right? um, it's almost, maybe I'm getting this quite a bit. Maybe a divorce is finalized, that you can move forward with a new partner. One of you needed to wait for a divorce, you didn't want to, when you're older, you're like, I don't want to get too involved in this, because you know how just insane divorces can be, just with the heightened emotions and all that crap. But for some reason, it could be could have been a financial thing. I'm not sure, but Four of Wands is a new milestone, a new landscape. Like, one foundation time period has been laid down, and a new one is being built or created, framed. Maybe you're building a house, the framing's going up, you're moving in together, you're living with someone, you're buying a house, a business. Yeah, you could literally be like, they could be doing the framing. The Hermit, we're in Virgo season right now. We have Virgo and Cancer. Virgo and Cancer have been all over. I don't know what's going on in those signs astrologically. Well, I know the sun's in Virgo right now, but just Virgo Cancer has come up through all the September readings too. I'm not an astrologer, so I don't know. If you know, put it in the comments. The Hermit to me says you've done the inner work. People think Saggies are flighty, or, we're mutable fire. Think of what wind does to a fire. It blows it this way, then that way, and it always blows no matter where I am, right? The smoke in my eyes. But we haven't been, it hasn't been for naught. It hasn't been without its purpose. And that's what a lot of people don't understand, especially fixed signs about Sag. We are gaining knowledge. Like, we learn through experience. What the hell is that? We learn through experience and trying and failing. Like, we're doers, we're action oriented. That's what fire signs are. They learn by doing. Sword sign learn by thinking and studying, right? We have been figuring things out. We're very philosophical. The hermits, actually, that's why I think Sag and Virgo can connect, and we're both mutable. We've been gathering all this knowledge and perspective. Always going in one direction, you you can lose perspective of what's around you. But the Chariot's like, okay, we have our bearings, we're ready to move forward. So if you're making it this new foundation, this new direction you're going in with the Chariot, it could be the direction you've always wanted to go in. It just took you a long time to get there because of all the detours we take. But we're moving on from something this week, especially near the end. Like, we've made a decision, we've gone within. We know this is a new foundation to add onto our lives, to bring us up another level, to get more perspective. Oh, look at that. And we're making decision. But again, this is action. This isn't a reaction card. So it can, again, appear, because we're not necessarily giving someone a play-by-play of what we're thinking, and we almost sometimes don't know until we're experiencing it, and then it clicks, right? but it's been a lifetime of experiences and data and thinking and we're like, now we're going like right out of the starting gate, just going full blast. And people may be like, oh, there goes Sag again. But we're like, no, you don't, like, you don't understand. I think Cancer, people think this about Cancer too. We have a real purpose and a real destination. And watch out when a fire sign is determined to do something, because they're unstoppable. This could be something about a new car on a really mundane level. There could be a proposal, um, a marriage proposal, someone asking you out, a job offer, any sort of things that would be considered a milestone. Ooh, okay, Sag. Oh, I didn't write down when Sag started. Crap. That's okay. Tuesdays. All right. Capricorn. What time is it? Oh, this is long. Too long. 11:11. Hey, Capricorn. How's Capricorn? Let's see what's going on this week for you guys. Okay. How many do we have here? Wheel of Fortune. Things are looking up. Things are changing. A really clear new idea, a download. Something that may have a charitable side to it. Oh, offer of money. What's on the bottom? Wow. New passion. Something's really got you fired up. I think it's a new idea. You could come into a little, I don't know why I said little bit, a windfall. You could win some money. You could maybe buy a lottery ticket. I'm getting lots of earth energy for you guys, which is comfortable for you. But the interesting things too, we have this Knight of Wands. So this is inspiration, enthusiasm, motivation, action. Like it comes channels right from your head to paper. This is an actionable idea, this Ace of Swords, this clear idea. Things get really clear. What's most important? Like focused. Maybe if you had you were playing around with a lot of ideas, one clearly raises to the top, or a new one emerges from all these other ideas and comes out on top, and you're just like, this is something. Can you see these? This is something to act on. This is the honeymoon period. So some of you, if you're met someone new, it's on. Like, it's on. You could be rekindling the romance if that resonates for you. There's some new offer here. Someone you will get the message. Someone may approach you. You may be headhunted. Someone may approach you with an idea, with a job. You may be pitching an idea. This new idea, Capricorn, could be your $1 million idea or more. Remember, when you manifest, always say or more. It has all the ingredients. And there's even, I think you're able to somehow make it benefit. It's a win-win. It's a win-win, I'm hearing. Someone else got this for the September readings. I wonder if it was you. I'm sorry, I have to clear my throat. Yeah, wow. You're getting something really clear in your mind. You have a lot of empathy for something going on. Like you've softened your approach on some way. Um, I see you seeing the opportunity where others see obstacles. Yeah, it's like you're going to start something. It's like you're going to start something and there's going to be so I don't, maybe it's a nonprofit or it's something where you're going to go 10% of proceeds go to this or this. Um, so it's going to feel uh, you're not only going to benefit from it financially, but so is someone else. I don't know. Something about that is really important and really seals the deal, solidifies this idea, and makes it something you're going to take action on. Hmm. Karma. All right, well, I will leave it there, Capricorn. Nice reading. Excuse me, Aquarius. What's going on with Aquarius? Just trying to figure out what workout I want to do today. Definitely, if you've gotten away from an exercise routine, I should probably put what time I'm. This is a long ass reading. I wonder. Hope I can upload this whole fucking thing with the memory on my computer. Aquarius. If you've gotten off of some routine, it's never too late. Don't worry about it. Just get back to it. Some sort of decision. Oh, 10 of Cups. Someone had, who else had that? Can't remember. Happily ever after. What's your happily ever after? It's individual, looks different from everyone else, and not to hold yourself to the standard of the, a man and a woman getting married and having kids and living in the suburbs. Like that is, that's one version of happily ever after, maybe. Yours could look completely different. So figuring out what that is and keeping that in mind and having that at the basis of your life and navigating through your life and the decisions that you make. Oh, and we have a decision, right? The Tower. There is an opportunity coming in. Look at that. There's opportunity is knocking, Aquarius. Through something you thought was a negative, a bad thing, not a downfall, there was just something that you were like, oh shit, something about it may have even worried you about your happily ever after. It could be something financial with this Knight of Pentacles. There is a last minute offer. So if you're doing some real estate deals, you're trying to buy that, whatever your place is, that's your happily ever after. So there may be a deal that falls through, but then an offer comes in that's even better. Or you had been compromising on something and then a new place hits the market and it's even more what you wanted. You had been compromising, and so it's definitely something that will be a blessing in disguise. I'm sorry. So annoying. Yeah, so I'm not sure what the decision is, like why you're deliberating. Who am I doing? Aquarius. So you are a fixed sign, and sometimes that can make you take extra caution making decisions, which is admirable. Nothing wrong with that. The Knight of Pentacles is sustainable. It's the long game. It's going to contribute to your foundation. I can't figure out. I'm going to pull some more cards because I can't figure out. I don't know what's holding you back. I can't figure out because this new offer that arises out of the Tower moment is the Knight of Pentacles brings a good offer. The Hierophant. Maybe you feel like you're selling out for some reason with the Hierophant. The Page of Wands. Maybe now you're thinking, well, what if there's another offer? Maybe that's it. It's been sort of so all over the place. I don't know. I feel like for some reason you might feel like you're selling out, or maybe it's going to enable you to pursue something that you're really excited about, that you really care about, that you're fired up about, that you have you want to do, you want to spend, you're inspired to do it. But you could be breaking away from something more traditional and something that felt really solid to you, like a big company with benefits. Maybe this is a consulting firm or something. I don't know. Maybe there's commission involved. Maybe, I hear sirens. Okay, so going back to, it could be like maybe you're moving somewhere with a well instead of town water, or a septic instead of town septic. I don't know when this is applicable to anyone, but maybe that is I've never had. I've always lived somewhere with a well and septic. I don't know. There's just some little thing that's has you hung up on this decision. It feels like it goes back to that 10 of Cups and that societal construct of that we don't even realize is embedded in us, that I have to have this big house and this and this and this and this, and making it let go of its hold on you, I think, is what's coming through. Okay, we're going to move on to Pisces. I'm afraid this video is not going. Oh, I guess I can cut it in half. It's going to be too big for my computer to upload. My computer's like 8 years old. It's still awesome though. It's a, what is that, MacBook Air. Best computer I've ever had. Okay, so Pisces, how are you? We are looking at the week of August 30th for you guys. Let's see what might be happening for you. Just going to pull these bad boys over because I'm going to lose memory. So we'll get rid of the suspense of what the cards are. I don't know why I don't just lay them out all at once. 3 of Cups has been coming up. Ooh, okay. Definitely. If you have been single, feeling left out in the cold, feeling alone, feeling lonely, feeling lack, The three of, so it's like, don't be complaining about, I don't know why I'm getting all preachy. Don't be complaining about being single or being lonely and then uh, not accept offers. Like, I feel like someone may be like, like one of your friends is going to be like, oh, stop your moping and come out with us. Or I can hear my friend with me with dating, like, you're never going to meet someone if you don't do online dating or if you don't get out. But then I'm like, full hermit mode for the last forever. So get out there, accept offers, if it's safe where you are. Get out there. Usually with the Three of Cups, there's something about that. There's something highlighted about um, this invitation. Some sort of networking, some sort of seed that you'll look back and say, oh man, if I hadn't gone to that, I never would have heard that or met this person or whatever. It will have long lasting effects. And with the with this sad Five of Pentacles, I'm all alone and I'm out in the cold. And this Eights of Cups, getting yourself out there stands between you being alone and you finding um, a new love, a new something that elicits a positive emotional response. It could be anything, but a new friendship, a new whatever. But for those of you that this resonates in the love front, there's definitely an opportunity to meet someone new this week. And with the Ace of Pentacles, I'm almost hearing allow someone to help you out. Maybe you've helped someone else out in the past. Give them and it feels good to help people, right? So make sure you are open to someone else giving to you. If or vice versa, or maybe you need to give to someone else. But there's a lightness, there's a lightening, there's a happiness, there's a things are looking brighter if they haven't been brighter. There's the opportunity to get out and have a fun time with people. Maybe you discover some new music, uh, a new activity, something that you're really enjoying. Just if it's not a new relationship. So that's what I'm getting for Pisces. Yours was kind of succinct, but I think that's okay. Thanks for joining me. Have a great week. Take care. Bye.